Surely you're familiar with the old saying, reality surpasses fiction. And today, it's very common to see how the most recent discoveries in the biology field have demonstrated that there are still many animals which we don't know and that they could play the main character in a movie. That's why we bring you 5 movie monsters that actually exist in real life. Number 5. Exogorth, the Star Wars monster. Despite the fact that there's not much reference about it, this monster is shown in the picture Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. There is a scene when Han Solo hides into a tunnel using the Millennium Falcon, and there, he realizes he's really in this gigantic monster's burrow. Currently, the Exogorth, as it was named later within the Star Wars community, is a worm or eel very similar to the moray eels, and because of this species will be the real-life closer version, but also it can be associated to other species of eel living in the deep sea waters. Even though the moray eel would be the real-life version of the Exogorth, however, they're not as monstrous as its fictional version. A moray eel generally measures as long as 1.5 meters, and despite not being aggressive, if they're annoyed, they can become dangerous using their powerful jaws and sharp teeth. Number 4. The shark from the movie Jaws. Despite that we know that shark attacks are very strange today, but the very event of facing one will always be a scary moment for anyone, and more if such shark is bigger, monstrous and violent compared to the others. The shark starring in the famous movie Jaws exists in real life, and you could say it's just as aggressive as the fictional version, and it's the famous big white or white shark, the largest species of shark in real life. Curiously, the shark that inspired Jaws is only 2.4 meters long, but in real life, the largest shark is around 6 meters. Number 3. Godzilla. This movie monster is so well known in the cinema that there are countless versions of its films. Since its first appearance in 1954, this great lizard meant a turning point in the history of the Japanese cinema. Today, we have a real version of Godzilla, very similar to the version of the big screen, and this could be the Komodo dragon. This is one of the largest lizard species existing today, and despite the fact that it doesn't expel fire or acid or measures over 50 meters, the truth is that it has a very lethal and frightening defense system, which consists of infecting you with its bite due to the strong necrotic bacteria present in the saliva. Number 2. Star Wars Sarlacc. Once more, we have to mention Star Wars in our list. The term is for Sarlacc, this mythical animal which used to hide under the ground and instantly devoured any prey falling into its jaws, without giving them any chance to run away or survive. Also has its version in the real life, which we can assure you, it's exactly the same. However, don't be afraid, because the real Sarlacc's version is significantly smaller, as it is a simple larva, the larvae of an ant species called lion ant. This larvae devours any smaller animal that is unfortunate enough to fall into its sand trap, which is similar to Sarlacc's pit. Number 1. Dilophosaurus of Jurassic Park. Maybe you remember in Jurassic Park, the movie, that scene when one of the bad guys, so to speak, is escaping with DNA samples from the dinosaurs from the park in the middle of a storm, and in that moment he bumps upon the undervalued Dilophosaurus, who suddenly, when feeling threatened, spits a jet of toxic substance on the face of the opponent. This Dilophosaurus has its own version, not only in real life, but also actual. Since the Dilophosaurus actually lived in prehistory, and today it is the lizard of 2 crests, which is almost identical to its Jurassic version. The only difference is that it does not spit any toxic substance and only keeps the feature of expanding the ridges when feeling threatened in any way. Zero Zone. Alien. When you watch the film Alien, surely you will feel frightened to see this anthropomorphic creature, which was very dangerous and a real predator for those being around it. It is hard to believe that such a terrifying creature might exist in real life. As we previously said, reality surpasses fiction. It is just one of so many horrific creatures of the depth of the sea, and named as alien fish. It has an appearance very similar to that of a xenomorph, having very particular characteristics as a species. This fish lives in the deepest of the ocean, totally black-colored and without bioluminescent abilities. Undoubtedly, this fish is not only the most amazing creature or monster we have in real life, but also a strange species of fish of recent discovery, and is the winner among the 5 most frightening movie monsters that exist in real life.